You want to give because you can, and you need to understand that you need to survive yourself as well. Know what you're getting yourself into, okay? If you're someone who's helping an organization, they're going to have an expectation. So if you are helping someone as a one-time thing, then maybe that person is not going to expect much from you ever again. And when you somehow step in, maybe another time in the future, that's when they'll be like, oh, cool, I get to see you again. Thank you so much for the support, etc. But when you start seeing organizations, because I'm going to tell you this. So I have a fundraiser for Gaza. It's my fundraiser, by the way. So if anyone wants to support it, then by all means, go ahead. I don't trust anyone else with these things because I know there are scams circulating everywhere. And I fear God, by the way. So if I dare scam someone, I need to face him. I'm really careful with where my money goes and where other people's go. So at least if I have my own page, then I know where the money goes because it goes to me. And if someone screws me over, guess what? I'm the one who has all the funds. If I release it to you, I do, or else I don't. This is only in context to those who have tried to, I don't know, scam me. Thankfully, that's not happened to me before, especially since I have my own page. But I really want to get this out of my system. You should support people as a human being. We're all human beings. We should look out for one another. But there's one thing I do need to say, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, but we have to hear it, okay? So I'm zooming in. You can't support absolutely everyone. There are people suffering. There's always going to be someone suffering. Even if you give a hefty amount of money, there's always going to be someone suffering. So you have to be very wise with your money, and you have to only choose. You have to have a select few, basically. And I know it sucks, but it's the reality of this world. If 8 billion people are suffering in some form or whatever, you can't give something to absolutely every individual. It's not possible. So what you have to do is do research and understand where people are coming from. Okay. So in relation to charity, it's a very beautiful thing. For me, I'm religious, so it's an obligatory thing, which I feel is wonderful. So I get to help someone. It's an obligation of mine. If you earn a certain amount, then it's an obligation for you. And I really wanted to also explain that when you give to other people, there's no loss yourself. So in Islam, we believe that there is actually no loss when you help someone. When you help someone, Allah, our Lord, will give to you as well. There's no actual... You're not going, like, okay, fine, he might be like, money's gone from my account, but you're not going to quote unquote lose anything. You're either going to gain the money back in some way or form, or someone is going to benefit greatly from what you've done, and you're going to receive something equally as brilliant as it, either in this life or the next, or in tenfold times better. So yeah, whoopsies. I keep doing that today. I don't know why I keep reversing. Anyway. I think it's important to know, like, who you're giving money to, especially. So you want to be able to give to people without giving them this expectation, okay? So if you are always supporting someone or an organization, it is you as an individual who is responsible for the funds. So if you are with someone and you're like, okay, I'm going to support them monthly, those people will expect something monthly from you. And you have to know that in your words. You have to be like, okay, this person is going to expect from me monthly. This is my responsibility. But if you're therefore like, okay, I don't feel like it, tough. People are going to chase you after it. But if you help someone as a one-time thing, then that's fine. Okay. So if you help someone monthly and you realize you can't do it, be transparent with that person. That person should understand as well. It takes two to tango. So 2 people need to understand. The people involved need to understand. The recipient needs to understand. The person who's giving is like, okay, I can't do this. So the person who's receiving, irrespective of what position they're in, they have to understand. Okay. You don't want to disadvantage the other person. So let's say that I have a coffee page, because I do, right? I ask anyone to support me, for example. I'm very grateful, but I always try to advise people, don't spend unwisely and be responsible, because I don't want anyone to incur a loss because of me, okay? And this is to support my channel, and because I just do this full time, basically. So it's not that easy as you'd imagine, but regardless, I don't want to propose any type of inconvenience on anyone. And it's my job as well to make ends meet myself. So if someone is genuinely suffering, struggling, begging, that's not on them. But let's say that you can make some kind of end meet and then you're chasing after someone else, you're being heavily dependent on them. That's when things are going to be a little bit, we need to raise some questions there. I can help someone. I can give some kind of, provision to someone. And I believe that God allows us to do this for certain people. And yeah, it's really beautiful how he even connects strangers. So with the fundraiser I do, I support a specific person there. And if anyone is wondering how I came to play with this, so this is actually an extended family of mine. Well, an extended family member of mine introduced me to the person who's suffering for this fundraiser. That's how it became trustworthy. Make sure that the source is trustworthy. Don't just find random people online. Okay, guys, I've seen a trend, unfortunately, where people are begging for money, saying they want to they want to go fund me, they want this. Always look at the accounts. Sometimes it's on TikTok, sometimes Instagram. Look at their account. And if it's just one person repeatedly doing the same thing, it's a bit more reliable than multiple different people. But you have to always do background research. That's very important. So with the money that I give to Gaza, I get proof that it reaches the person because I see pictures and they always thank me every single time. And they're also very grateful for the money. They're not pushing me and saying, oh, why aren't you doing better? No one should do that. Charity should not feel like it's a compulsion. It should not feel like you hate giving. You should feel like, okay, I'm helping someone with the best of my means. So you should not be feeling like this person is tailing after me. It should not be like that. Okay. And that's where you as an individual have this responsibility as well as the other person. So if you give the other person the impression that you're going to always give, you're always going to be there for them, they're going to treat it like that. So that's on you. But if you have been obvious to the person and they don't listen, that's on them. But it requires both of you, mutuals, to understand, okay, I can't always do this. I'll help you as best as I can. Otherwise, people are going to start expecting from you. And that's where you have to be careful. When people start expecting from you, that's when you realize, wait, why am I giving more money than usual? Wait, I thought they can handle this. They start using you. So be very careful, guys. And now let's talk about caring in a general sense. So yeah, I do think caring for people is fine. And I always say to add boundaries because I do think that we need boundaries. And I'm not saying, okay, you need a boundary, like, okay, just to care for someone's life, you need a boundary. Doesn't that sound a bit extra? When I say care for someone, I'm talking about actions as well. So I know that I raised a community post and some people might be confused because recently I mentioned, what would you do to help someone if they feel sad or if they feel down? And it's something that I was just thinking during the moment. But yeah, you have different opinions, different thoughts, but I also mentioned in brackets, if you have boundaries and if you're not playing as a therapist, because that's what people do. People see us like that sometimes. Even if no one outwardly tells you you're a therapist, sometimes people treat you like that, and you shouldn't, unless that's your job, you shouldn't take that. You shouldn't shoulder it. It's not your responsibility. It's not your load to deal with when you already have so much yourself. Yes, sometimes you have to endure because you want to care for people, but at the same time, you're not someone who's just going to take someone else's dirt for them. So sometimes it's hard, even with me as well, as an individual, it's hard. It's hard to rely on others and it's hard to be a burden on others when you've always been relying on people. But this is just a sign to you, like, you can give, okay? As an individual, if you are able to give to others, go ahead, give it. You help someone. You will genuinely help someone's life. But please do it in a means where you don't feel guilty about your money and that person does not feel like, okay, I'm going to just keep expecting money from you. I'm just going to keep expecting something from you. Money or not, you don't want to give anyone the idea that you're always going to be present, okay? You know, I'm really honest with my friends about this. I don't tell my friends I'm always going to be there for you. I'm sick and tired of hearing that. Growing up, that was one of my least favorite things to hear because it's complete BS. You're not always going to be there for me. Shut up. And a lot of the times when they do supposedly have to be there, where are you? So what I tell my friends now is that, these are different people, by the way, is that I'll be there for you as best as I can. And I don't say I'm always going to be there, because that's going to set the expectation. It sounds like such a common phrase, but it's got so much meaning behind it. So if I just tell someone, I'll try my best to reach you when I can, that's realistic. That's someone you can trust. Okay, look, you want to care for someone without losing yourself. If you give to others and give, your glass is going to be empty. Who's going to fill your glass? If it's not you, who is? And you can't pour any further into someone else's crap. You can't pour any further into someone else's glass if you've got nothing yourself. And you need to remember, you need to keep some spare water for yourself in your glass. So, why do I keep doing this? Whatevs. You just need to do this, guys. Because I'm committed. I'm going to do this. It's not even hard, so why did I struggle? It's because I got stuck in that one bit. But that's the thing. Ooh! I saved myself. I would have sunk then and there. But yeah. That's just the sad reality. I know, guys. I know it's painful. But at the same time, it doesn't mean charity is bad. It doesn't mean that kindness and care is bad. It means you just haven't found the right people to admit it. And I know it's painful and annoying to hear this, because how many times do you guys have to hear the same thing over and over again? I know. Okay. I know. But at the same time, what else can you do? You haven't found the right people, and that's just what it is. So yeah, don't look down on giving just because you found the wrong people. Don't look down on love just because someone hurt you. Don't look down on connections because someone betrayed you. There's always someone there who can do the opposite. Genuinely. So that's what I wanted to say with this video. I want you guys to give. Give abundantly if you can. Give because you can. But at the same time, remember to leave some space for yourself. Sometimes you don't even realize you give to others, but you don't have anything yourself. And I don't want you guys to lose yourself in the process. It could be financially, it could be emotionally. I care about you guys. So please, if you support someone, do your research, please. And especially if you're giving money, don't just trust your money with anyone out there. As human beings, we should help other people. But don't be like, okay, don't feel bad that you can't be obligated to help someone else, okay? If you can't help someone, it's fine. Don't beat yourself up and feel guilty that you can't do this, you can't do that. Have people in your prayers. Have people in your thoughts. That's good enough sometimes. And especially with a major situation happening around the world, I don't intend to trigger anyone. I'm not going to really say it because I won't be able to anyway. There's so much going on out there. So sometimes just having people in your prayers, in your memories, just in your thoughts, that is enough. And I believe that God has a way to send that message across so they won't feel that alone. But yeah, I just want to say, don't feel bad if you can't give either. Of course, give if you can, but at the same time, it should be enjoyable. It should be so beautiful. It should be mutual. You should give freely. You should give abundantly, but you should also receive abundantly. You know what I'm saying? You need to be respected at the same time. It shouldn't create anything hostile towards anyone. So, yeah. I pray that you guys give. I pray we all give as best as we can. And I pray that our glass is also filled. And I pray that each and every one of us truly gets the goodness of what we give others. Peace out. Hey, Nikki. Nikki was just like, oh my goodness. It's like a bad smell. Anyway, yeah. Peace out.